It's Tuesday.
Taco Ball Tuesday. Let's go
Living Moss. Living Moss on
Bing
a
bong.
Tuesday night. Bing bong, my friend. How are you, Justin?
Oh, I'm good. It's great to be here with you. A week of the NBA under our belts. A $5 Chalupa Cravings box under my belt.
Ooh,
Loving it.
delightful.
Living large, baby.
And just like Knicks fans, we're back. We are
We're
back.
back, baby.
We're back. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ah!
Knicks in 6, baby. Forget the Bucks in 6. It's Knicks in 6 this year.
Sin 6. How about a way to start the season, man? That was a wild start. It has been quite a week of action. What's on the menu? What do we got?
Well, we're going to dive right in with week 1 overreactions, baby.
Yes.
The best action from the week, and we're gonna bring it all the way over the top.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of that. We got a little Taco Bell news and a couple of key matchups in the NBA tonight.
Oh yeah. Healthy. We got a fine menu of games on tonight. It is and some already underway. Yeah, and on the side of what's happening in your background, that glorious background, check out Bing Bong Guy on Twitter and this excellent video. I think it's 2 minutes from Side Talk interviewing the most excited Knicks fans after opening night win against the Celtics. There's profanity. There is so much energy and just so much hype. I mean, that's one of the things I love about the NBA is just how psyched fans are and how hungry the Knicks are. I feel like the Knicks, at least fans, are like as hungry, as desperate, as excited, if not more than the Sixers fan base right now.
They're the most pumped up fan base out there, brother.
We'll put the link to the video in that description because it is worth every second of watching.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, overreaction because we got plenty that we could react to from 1 week of action. Some surprises, definitely some storylines, and no shortage of drama. What's your first overreaction, Justin?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a biggest or if there's an order to these, but my first overreaction as a LeBron fan, I got to put it out there. Unless major moves are made, they don't even make the playoffs in the West. They stink. They got no juice, no pop. And what everybody said, old, slow, collection of past all-stars. So my overreaction is after just 3 games, they're junk, they're trash, major overhaul of the team, the way they're constructed, no playoffs.
See you later. They get booed out of LA, booed out of that court. Man, how crazy would it be if the Clippers ended with a better record than this Lakers squad?
It could happen. There's just zero chemistry. I don't know. LeBron, year 19. I mean, it seems logical that this would be like his worst statistical year, just being that it's his 19th season. But the fact that he's surrounded by other guys who do exactly what he does would lend me to believe that it's going to make that drop off the cliff appear more than a gradual decline. People are going to say, oh, he was terrible. But all of the stats that he goes to get is the same. Russell Westbrook plays the same way. So attack the rim, bash for rebounds, high assist, high volume guy. So the two of them on the court together, I don't know, struggle bus.
And you have, I mean, Carmelo Anthony, what is now number 9 on the list of all-time top
scorers.
So, I mean, you have a bunch of scorers that are all playing.
They can't seem to score. They can't shoot threes. All guys who score on the inside. LeBron can't be the best three-point shooter you have on your team. Then you have the nonsense with Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard fighting each other on the bench. So mainly because Dwight Howard didn't make top 75 team and Anthony Davis did, but that's neither here nor there. Did the Lakers make your overreaction list?
Yeah, they did. My overreaction would be very similar. It's like busted, break it up, star power, down the drain, who cares? But what I'm more intrigued about, my overreaction, is going to be similar, but in the Eastern Conference, the Nets. The Nets are broken, no chemistry, and James Harden is not playing well. He's not delivering. KD is the only one that can carry that team. That's my overreaction for the Nets. And Kyrie's done. Kyrie's never coming back. He's retiring. Riding to the sunset.
This was my second overreaction, was that the Nets will be a play-in team, 7 through 10 seed in the East. That's my overreaction to how bad they have looked. I wouldn't say Harden is playing bad. I would say Harden is playing like Harden. But the rules that now no longer favor foul baiting and diving into other people are exposing Harden for, I feel like, what he's mostly been, because this is exactly the type of Harden we've seen in the playoffs for years in Houston, where he couldn't come up in the clutch because in the playoffs, referees may tend to swallow the whistle a little more. So I don't think he is just not benefiting from the foul calls he was. And we did preface this segment pretty well, but it's only a few games in, and these are our overreactions. So perhaps he will get some more foul calls, but I think the Nets, who I picked to finish 1 in the East a week ago, are looking like a play-in team.
We're only 3-4 games into the season. Let's keep rolling with these overreactions. What do you got next?
All right, my third. Well, I think I have 5 overreactions. It doesn't matter. My next overreaction. Maybe it's not an overreaction. Maybe it's just an adequate reaction. Ja Morant wins the scoring title this year for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
Beats out Durant, beats out Steph Curry.
Giannis.
Yeah, I don't know if I picture Giannis in that competition, but Ja Morant scoring champ.
What numbers is he putting up right now? What's he averaging?
35. I think he's tied with Paul George around the 35 point per game mark. And Durant, I think, is at like 32-ish, and Curry's at 31 right now.
Okay.
Which is another, maybe it's not an overreaction. Curry better than Durant.
Okay. Another take. I'll stay on that thread with the Warriors. My overreaction for the Warriors is 2016 Warriors roster, baby. Here we come. Let's go. Let's get the 72 wins, 73 wins, something like that.
What?
The 2016 season, the Golden State Warriors, right? That was when they.
What about them?
73-9. I mean, I know who obviously who won the championship, Justin, who was the better team. But my overreaction is, hey, Warriors are getting healthy again. The squad is gelling. We're doing great. Steph Curry is just absolutely torching other teams. We're gonna make a run. We're gonna sit on top of the Western Conference. We're gonna go all the way, baby.
So you kind of sound sarcastic when you say that. So I don't know if this is an overreaction or
this is totally my overreaction, because I want nothing but to see Draymond Green average triple singles night in and night out and still see them lose. I think the only reason why they're winning games is because Steph is playing incredibly well.
So your overreaction is that they're going to win 70 games.
My overreaction is that they're going to, well,
what is happening?
Yeah, like my overreaction is, number one, that this team, this squad can play up to the level that the 2016 Warriors did, and that my overreaction is that the Warriors will finish top 3 seeds in the Western Conference.
Next. Overreaction. 1 quarter into the NBA season, and Giannis Antetokounmpo already locked up MVP. It's over. Don't even bother. He's the MVP. It's done. He thoroughly embarrassed the Nets. He picked up right where he left off. He sped up his free throw motion and is just pulling up from 3 in transition. What are we witnessing? The title that he just won unlocked the next run, the next LeBron run.
His final form.
He is ascended to a Super Saiyan. Giannis the Adonis. Maybe he has a Super Saiyan. Maybe he has another form beyond that. But he has ascended. The championship run that he just had has just put him as the head of the table in the NBA for the next 5 to 7 years.
All right.
That's it. He got to it first. Sorry, Luka.
Case closed.
It's over.
Shut the book. Move on. Yeah. Trae Young. No one else has got a chance at that. Let's just give him the trophy now. And maybe we should just, crown the Bucks the champs in the East, right? We should just give them Eastern Conference title right now.
Certainly.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me.
Might as well even give them the NBA title, because the only threat out west, they ain't even going to make the playoffs anymore. I have one more, but I don't know. Do you have any more overreactions 1 week in?
I got to go with New York Knicks fans. Just everything. Overreaction, over the top. I think it was their second game, maybe. Like how crazy loud the noise was in that arena. It was like end of the first quarter, and I don't even remember who they were playing. Not a competitive team. And the crowd is going wild. Like, if you are a Knicks fan right now, life is overreaction. I mean, these fans, I don't need to say anything less than that. Like, Knicks fans
out of control.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6, baby. Print the shirts.
Kemba Walker is killing it. He's happy to be back home in the New York area. Toppin was playing well. And how about Evan Fournier? That dude, he dropped 30-something and then scored some clutch baskets in overtime. That's a revitalized Knicks team that picked up right where they left off last season. They're taking
last season, not last postseason.
Close enough.
Let's not mention Trae Young.
Ipso facto.
All right. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong guy.
Bing bong guy.
All right, my final overreaction from 1 week into the season is that the Cleveland Cavaliers are
Oh,
making the playoffs next season. We are just one season away from the Cavs being back in the playoffs, baby. Hakeem Olajuwon, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen sending people to the ether, Lowry Markkanen spotting up the towers of power, baby. Dude, the height on this team, it makes no sense, but it makes all of the sense. Jarrett Allen is throwing things down like he is the spawn of Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan combined, just like launching from anywhere on the court and just that tomahawk power slam where he's just like, it's almost as if he's throwing the ball through the hoop, not even like making contact, just like, ending people. It is a sight to see. We talked about how this team would be fun to watch, not necessarily good. They have definitely delivered on that. And I look forward to catching more of this because they are fun to watch. Evan Mobley, I think, is definitely going to be the real deal. And I think they are 1 year away from being a playoff team in the East.
In the East.
If the Nets can make the playoffs, Cavs can make the playoffs.
The Lakers can make the playoffs. The Warriors can make the playoffs. Shooing for the Cavs. Yeah, we'll have another deranged Cavaliers fan, of a friend of mine, who says that Evan Mobley is the next Kevin Durant. So we'll hear more.
He's got to be better than Kevin Durant because he could play defense.
It'd be really interesting to see if the Cavs, how sustainable this giant lineup is.
Towers of Power lineup, please. It's been trademarked. Use it.
The Towers of Power, how long this theme progresses for Cleveland, and if they're successful enough that other teams sniff it out a little bit. In a game that has gone much smaller, much faster, the Cavs just completely thwart that trend.
Give me all of your size.
And post ups, just all the game, playing back to the basket.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. I think that concludes our overreactions for week 1 of the NBA season. We have one tidbit of Taco Bell information. Are you aware?
Oh, we're crossing sports here.
Well, it's Taco Ball Tuesday. Technically, a ball's involved. Not that I'm condoning watching, but
we're supporting Taco Bell.
The World Series is going on. Steal a base, steal a taco. Mm-hmm. So for anybody out there that still watches Major League Baseball, let us know if anybody steals a base in any World Series game, and we all get to steal a free taco from Taco Bell. I'm sure my detective skills will help me figure it out.
Isn't it like usually a Doritos Locos taco?
It is. I got to do a little more research. It was for the NBA Finals when you steal a road game. I'm not quite as sure. I think it's the same in baseball. Not that I've paid attention to much of that, nor should any of you, but we will let you know this time next week when we can get that free taco, because someone's definitely going to steal a base. I mean, come on.
It has to happen.
Give us a free taco.
In the finals, remember how many times we talked up the steal a game, steal a taco? How many times did that happen? Once.
It only has to happen once. That's all. It only
has to happen once.
So
it'll be worth it.
All right, we got 2 games, NBA on TNT tonight. Tuesday night matchups. We got 2 premier matchups. And if you're an overreacting Knicks fan, you would say this is going to be your Eastern Conference Finals matchup of Knicks 76ers, first on tap for our early game. I think the Bucks are going to be there again. But hey, Knicks fans, shoot your shot. Now's your time.
Knicks in 6. Bing bong.
Knicks in 6, baby. And then the late game. You know who our late game is?
We're going out west. We're going to the mountains, aren't we?
Yeah, baby.
We got the Nuggets taking on the Utah Jazz.
Possible Western Conference Finals matchup.
Possible 1-2, top 2 seeds.
Yeah. I will be keeping an eye on that. Nikola Jokic is up to his old tricks, sending basketballs through the Donnie Darko wormhole and just popping out somewhere else. Did you see that pass he had? Like over his shoulder behind his back, and it snaked through 3 guys. The bench stood up like they didn't have any idea how the ball got there. But it went from 3-point line to corner to corner through 3 guys. It was totally outrageous. I feel like the ball had to have hit off of somebody's face on the other team, because I just can't figure out how it made the pass it made.
Played out.
So
for that shit,
do yourself a favor. Nikola Jokic back on track. Rudy Gobert up to his old tricks of being highly overrated, pulling down 20 rebounds a game in this young season, only to be rendered totally immobile and useless when it comes playoff time. So Nuggets, Jazz, late game tonight. Enjoy it. It's going to be fun. NBA is back, baby. Yeah, NBA is back.
And this time next week, we'll have a guest on to talk about some of the all-time biggest snubs in awards. And
I guess so. Technically, we're going to talk about least deserving winners, but in doing so, we would have to essentially say that somebody was more deserving than them, and they're getting snubbed. So, all right. Special guest next week. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a riot.
Yeah, Knicks in 6. Good night, my man.
Yo quiero taco ball.
Live Moss, baby!